everyone, Jewellery again today. So we're supporting all of those skills that you're doing with Anna. Just like last week, we're going to be trying to push for higher grades. So here's the plan. Last week we went on the virtual museum visit to the British Museum. We had a look around all the galleries. We took some screenshots as primary research and we had 5 categories that we were working to. And then we started to sketch from those so that hopefully we can use those sketches today. So today, I want us to engage with the research, push our ideas, see what ideas our research gives us, so that we're aiming for these merit and distinction criteria that we spoke about last week. So, a confident exploration of ideas and materials, or an in-depth and innovative exploration. So, this is where we should be at. Last week, in the blue box, tells us what we should have done, or what we might have done if we got a certain way through it, and reminds us of the categories. So what we should have done is explored the galleries, screenshotted things, and we chose at least 2 of the categories. So that's the list as a reminder in green, and some images of the screenshots that you might have taken. You were then making sketches of the details from zoomed in views of objects. So we were thinking about different viewpoints, close-ups, details of maybe just part of an object, or maybe drawings of the whole object because of its shape or its texture. So it depended on what you were looking at, what your sketches would be like. You also might have annotated your sketches depending on how far you got, and so that was about saying what inspired you about the objects, what ideas it gave you in terms of manipulating materials, trying out different techniques and processes, and how they would apply to jewellery. Okay, so here is a visual of what this should look like in your book. I've done an example from Hardwick Hall because I've done a video in a second which demos the next task, and I've used this image from Hardwick Hall in it, so I'm just using it to show you. Your images will obviously be from the virtual visit we did at the British Museum last week. So I'm pretending that I did my virtual visit at Hardwick Hall. Here is what I found. So I found this clock, I've taken a photograph of it, screenshot. This is my primary object. And then I've done some sketches of the handles on the clock face and some of the details of the numbers and the typography from the clock face. I'm going to stick both of those in my book with annotations of my ideas. So that is where we should be at and what we should have done last week. If you weren't here last week, give me a shout. I'll check in on you anyway, and we can recap on that and do the virtual visit. So what we're going to do today is use those sketches that we've done to develop jewellery design ideas. And we're doing this because we're trying to aim for those higher grading criteria. So back to this first page, the pass is just saying that we've demonstrated that we've looked at art and design materials and techniques. In order to push it, we need to show that we've been confidently exploring them and that we've been thinking about different considerations and that we've been in depth with our research and innovative with our ideas. And so this is why we're doing the task today. We're going to create a design sheet. This is going to be our outcome for the day of ideas from your sketch that you've translated into jewellery designs. And so it doesn't have to be perfect, they don't have to be beautiful, finished, polished designs. It's about showing that you've had ideas and showing that you've engaged with your research. That's the most important thing. So in order to do this, I've done a demo video for you on how to approach it and how to start working on it. It uses the clock face and I produced this sheet in it, and so I'll show you how to get from sketches to design sheet. So the video is here on YouTube. We're going to work. I'll post the link in our chat and it's on here, but I know it's not clickable on these videos. So that goes through in the video how to approach the design. It's going to spin the wheel of death at me. Shapes that I could start to. I talk through how to do it, and I demonstrate, and I keep holding the sheet up to the camera so that you can see what I've done. I'm going to be in the chat when you've all had a watch of this video to post the link for my demo, but also to find out individually where you're at, because I know last week some of you showed me some of your screenshots, some of you didn't show me sketches that you'd done from that because you hadn't finished. I'm hoping that we're going to do that first thing, so we'll see those and see where we can go with it, see what ideas we've got. And I'm going to have a one-to-one with each of you, either by video call, telephone call, or typing if you're just not comfortable with that, so that we can have a chat about where we're at. Okay?